Hi everyone. I'm not used to shooting in not well lit environments, but it's warranted. I'm testing out some bulbs, you see. So I have an old motorcycle. I believe the model was from 1989 or something like that. It's a Yamaha RXS 100. And it has these old bulbs. These are P21/5W 12 volts. Actually, the motorcycle had a 6-volt system, but I'm in the process of converting it really. Anyway, what I want to know is, are these LED bulbs any good? And can they offer any advantage over the other ones, over this traditional type? I don't really know. See, there are potentially some interesting things about these LED bulbs. I mean, just looking at it is interesting. Look, there's no bulb. It's literally just the case. There's no glass. So that's interesting. Anyway, the first thing I need to check is the brightness. So this has got a red lens over it. So presumably that's why it doesn't have that red coating. But I've actually bought the red ones. I should have probably bought the white ones, but never mind. Let's see what happens anyway. So here's the bulb. They have 3 contacts or terminals. They have ground, low and high. So low is for the tail light and high is for the brake light. So let's see what this does. So I want to supply it with, I'll just program this power supply. So we'll say 12.8, 12.8, and current, we need, just anything current. I don't know, I know why, it's because the output's not set. Okay, so 12.8, let's see what it does. Okay, so this is, to start with, that's quite bright, that's 14 watts. 14 watts, no that's not right, hang on. I've got the current limiter on, that's why. Just turn that right up. There we go. So 12.8 volts. Whoa, that's more like it. So that's 23 watts. That's the brake light. That's very bright, to be fair. 23 watts, 1.8 amps. Okay. And then this is the tail light, which is quite dim really. 440 milliamps, 5 watts. Okay. This one, let's try this one. Now, I don't know if these are going to be bright or what. We'll see. Right, we'll just start with that's pink, so that's not really the right colour. It's not particularly dim. No, it's not particularly bright, I mean. 38 milliamps, wow, that's really efficient, I must say. 0.4 watts. And that's supposed to be the brake light. Yeah, there's not much difference, is there? When you push the brake, it's not really going to do much. So that's 70 milliamps, 0.8 watts. I don't think that's a replacement, to be honest. It's the wrong colour, it's not bright enough. I would say that's not going to work. So that can go. But, that's why we're doing these tests. I've actually got loads of other LEDs as well. I've been trying different things. See these ones here? Got these little PCB ones. Or all sorts of different things that I've been playing about with. Anyway, this one. This is, I don't know, it's got loads of SMD LEDs on it with no rubber casing. Let's try this one out. Okay, well it's the right colour to start with. Well, I know I could have got white, but I got red. That's 40 milliamps and half a watt. And to be fair, that's quite bright. And there's the high beam, well, not the high beam, the brake light. 90 milliamps, 1 watt. Yeah, I think that would be okay. Okay. I should really have got the white one though, but that seems okay. Now, okay. The high beam, well, I keep saying the high beam. The brake light is brighter on this bulb than it is on this. That's for sure. But it may work. I'll probably put this in the bike and see what it looks like, and maybe I'll get a different one, a more powerful one. But anyway, it's interesting because let's see that again. I mean, 1 watt. It's crazy. 1 watt. It's drawing 92 milliamps. As opposed to, what was it? Yeah, 1.8 amps. So this is drawing a hell of a lot more. Anyway, so another thing that's interesting about these is what can they tolerate? So if I was to put this up, now the reason why I'm interested in this is because if you could get a bulb that can cope with higher voltage, you wouldn't need to regulate it. Let's try 18 volts. Yeah, it's still only drawing 1.4 watts, so 3 watts, 1.4. It probably wouldn't last very long though if you did this. I don't know, or maybe it would. So that's 18.7. I'll go a bit higher. Now I've got to be careful here because it'll start burning out. So that's 1.7 watts. 880 milliamp. No, 80. What was that again? 88 milliamps. And that's 4 watts. 200 milliamps. The other thing I could do is put a resistor on it as well, but yeah, that is quite bright. I mean, so what I need to know really is how much can it cope with? I can feel that's getting warm there though. I mean, for this to get warm is normal, but for an LED to get warm, they're not really supposed to be getting warm. I would say that would need regulated voltage. Anyway, interesting test. So my conclusion is that this one is the wrong colour and it's not bright enough. This one is the right colour and I'm thinking it might be bright enough. And this one's great, perfect of course, but it takes an awful lot of amperage. And of course this needs to be regulated. What would be great is if I could get a bulb that didn't need regulated voltage and was efficient and bright. Because what that would mean is that it wouldn't need to draw so much from a regulator, which would make things a little bit easier. Anyway, that's that. Thanks for watching.